everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm just doing a really quick intro here to say that today I'm just going to be showing you how I do my brows. I've definitely changed how I do my brows recently and I've gotten a lot of questions on it, and so I thought I would do a really quick video on what I do. I only use 2 products usually, and how I get my brow looking really full and thick but more natural and not like I used to do my brows. Let me show you a picture of how I used to do my brows. Like, this is embarrassing. I used to have a lot less hairs in my brows. I'm like a lot of people, I over plucked, but now because I use a new serum, which I'll show you in a minute, my brows are really growing back, and you can see that in the picture as well, like how little brow hair I had and now how much hair I do have. I've got a lot more, but I think the way I do my brows, it looks a lot more natural and like my brows are more naturally full. So I'm just going to jump into it straight away. We're going to do my brows and then hopefully it helps some of you that have been asking how I do them. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump into my brows. So this is of course my bare naked brow. Just a brow. You might think, oh, that's not a very good brow, or that's a pretty good brow. I'm pretty happy with my brow because it's been growing in a lot recently and I'm just proud of it. I'm proud of it for trying. Just give it a wee brush through. You can see that I do have a pretty good amount of hair there. This brow is not as good, but it is still growing in. So I've got to give it props for that, but this brow is definitely thicker. Anyway, a lot of people, like I said, have been asking me, have I done something new with my brows? And yes, I have changed things up recently. The first thing I've changed is I've been using this eyelash serum here. This is Long for Lashes. I will link it down below. It's not very expensive. It's around £11, and this bottle's lasted me about 3 months, and I now only need to buy a new one. So it is of course an eyelash serum, but I've been putting this through my brows every day because I've wanted them to grow. Don't really care about my lashes because I wear falsies, but this has definitely worked. 100%. This actually worked to help my brows grow. So the product that I swear by and use probably 95% of the time is ABH Dip Brow, which looks like this. This one is in medium brown. This is probably the same brush I used last time, the Makeup Geek dual-ended brow brush. It's a really fine brow brush. I really like it. I'm not sure if it's even still available for sale, but the ABH number 12 or 14 do really good ones as well. So I pick up the product on the brush and then I use the cap, the inside of the cap, just to wipe off the excess from the brush because I don't want to have too much product on the brush. And then I'm just going to start doing little hair-like strokes just to make my brow look a bit fuller. You see where these hairs are kind of poking down anyway? I'm just going to kind of go over them and kind of copy them all the way down to the end of my brow. It's like this hair here. You get some pomade. You get some pomade, a little bit in the middle, and that's just really going to start thickening up my brow and making it look like I've got more hair. My brows now take me about 10 minutes, whereas they used to take me like an hour. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the brush because sometimes if you do, you can use way too much pomade. So I'm just using really light, I'm like just barely touching my skin and just popping on little hair-like strokes to the end of my brow first. Then I want to like intensify the front of my brow a bit and I do like the line to be quite equal and even and not have like wobbles. So I'm going to start defining this front part of my brow. Just the same technique. Just popping it on and then pulling it up to make it look like I've got longer brow hair. So I feel like now the bottom of my brow is all kind of on one level, if you know what I mean. It's quite straight. But this part of my brow up here tends to let me down. I do like to have a maybe more defined arch. So I kind of brush that hair down a little bit. And then I'm going to add hair-like strokes just as my hair actually grows in. It's just like down like that. Just using the pomade. And then if I brush my hair up, it's starting to make that arch a lot more defined. And I just make sure I'm happy with the arch or this part, so just adding a few more little hair-like strokes, just wherever I feel I need them. Moving on to brow gel. My favourite right now is the Eyelash brow gel. I don't know why, it just looks so good on my lashes. I was about to say my eyebrows. It's not got the smallest of wands, but it is pretty small, so it does work really well. Then I'm just gonna pop that in the brows. It just seems to grab each individual hair perfectly. I really feel this is a must if you want fluffy looking brows. It's just incredible. It's just grabbing each hair and really defining them. And that then is my much more natural but fluffy full brow using just what, 2 products. Let me show you. If I compare it to my other brow, you can see the difference, and it just looks better in photographs. I think it looks better in real life. A lot of people have been complimenting me in person on my brows recently. People have been asking if I've had them microbladed and things like that. So I do think it's a good technique, and it is super fast. If I hadn't been filming this, it would have taken me probably about 5 minutes, because I'm literally just putting little strokes in, and I'm not trying to be too precise. Somewhat precise, but not too precise. And it's just a much more kind of more defined brow, but not like I used to do them, like super carved, really light at the front, really dark at the back. That's just, I still like that style, I just choose not to do it on myself because it takes too long. Anyway, I'm gonna go away and put some makeup on to say my official goodbye, because I just think I'll feel better doing it like that. So that is how I do my brows. This is how they look with the rest of my makeup done. I look like I've got brows, full brows, but they're not super perfected. They just look a lot better, I feel, than my old brows. Here's that picture again. How bad is that? So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped any of you that were asking what I do differently with my brows. And yeah, let me know if it helps. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.